Hello brothers and sisters in arms, here I'm back from my previous video, because I told you that there were going to be a new video after that, but here it is, okay? I am extremely anxious. There is a big disorder in my system right now, and that was caused by the military police at Ottawa, because I was arrested by a corporal, which I know that he didn't have all the knowledge to arrest me, because he didn't, he bypassed a lot of things in the Criminal Code of Canada. He did the exact same thing that Mr. Trudeau did, okay? So if he's not being fucking punished because of that, well, Trudeau won't be punished. The military police, Caporal Mario Gaudreau, won't be punished, because it is the way it is right now. The law is all crooked in Ottawa, because the Criminal Code of Canada can be bypassed by the Prime Minister, or can be bypassed by the military police of Ottawa, okay? The Corporal Gaudreau, I know who you are, I know what you did to me, and I know exactly where you're going to, okay? You're a jerk ass, you're an asshole, and you should have done that, you should have not done that to me, because if I'm like that today, it's because of yourself, okay? If I'm doing that many emails, I'm sending that many videos to Ottawa and all of my friends, veterans, it is because of yourself, okay? Not Mr., you don't deserve to be called Mr. Mario Gaudreau. You were corporal at that time, I was a sergeant, and the hierarchy was not even respected at that time. Even though, I was not a criminal at that time, because you knew that my case was going to be cease of proceedings at the very end, because there was no proof, okay? Not because you had done a bad report on me that it is the proof. It was not the proof. It was not even counted as proof, okay? Because you have done so many big mistakes on that report, The report does not even mention about investigation that was done by you. So that means that you didn't do an investigation. You only took the welfare of my little girl, and you went ahead with it, but it was not enough, You should have known that it was not enough to arrest me. Same thing as Mrs. Celine Paquette from the Children's Aid Society of Ottawa, the CAS. Ottawa, you didn't do good either, because your social worker should have investigated before they called the military police, but she didn't do it, He only took the yes say of my girl. But the thing is, a well say is not considered too well in court, It's not a proof, because there was nothing in written. There was no, even though they took picture of my little girl, well, it was not a proof that I had done that. When she came back at home, I just kept asking myself, what the fuck did he get it from? So, and there was also witnesses at the bus stop that saw my little girl before she went to school, or before she took the bus, and she was okay at that time. They were just with me at the end to witness that they saw my little girl with nothing on her face. So since she had nothing on her face before he took the bus, that doesn't mean it was me. It was because she had done that at school, okay? So if that happened to school, it was also to the school to investigate on it, but they didn't do it. The teacher took my little girl to the director. The director called the CAS, and then the CAS called military police, and that was done. They thought it was okay, but I'm sorry about that, it was not okay, because you took the full responsibility of doing what you have done, and what you have done was extremely bad, because you had no proof of it. You were not able to prove it, Even that, because I had two trials, one in criminal and one at the other side, one at the public. When I was, there was a cease proceedings at the end. It was not the case at the public court, because I had to see the judge as well there. And even though I was found not guilty, but there was a case withdrawal on the other end, because they were missing proof. It doesn't mean that I was okay on the public court, because there was still there. I had still my lawyer there, that I had to pay for. The government of Ontario had spent money for fuck all for me by paying the Attorney General in the Ontario court, because what they had paid for the lawyer there was nothing, because I was found not found not guilty. I keep saying that, but it was not that. It was only cease of proceedings, you know. Cease proceeding doesn't mean that you are found guilty or not guilty, you know. It's because there was no judgment done, okay. Mr. or Mrs. Abraham at the government of Mr. Trudeau, you are a fucker as well, because you wrote me a letter saying that since there was judgment rendered in my case, the Prime Minister does not interfere in that case. I'm very sorry about it. There was no judgment done, okay, Mr. Ibrahim? You don't know what's going on, okay? You don't know fuck all, and you write to the people saying crap like you did to me. You should have seen Omar Khadr while he was in Guantanamo, okay? Don't tell me that guy didn't have a judgment to go in Guantanamo by the American Army. I'm very sorry, but he had judgment, because he was there for 40 years, so there was a judgment. So if there was judgment for Omar Khadr, there was none on me. How come the Minister Trudeau, Prime Minister Trudeau, did not interfere in my case? Okay, so it was not right. Okay, Mr. Omar Khadr was Mr. Trudeau took him out of Guantanamo. While he was here, he gave him $10.5 million plus the apologies from Canada. Does that mean those apologies came from all Canadian citizens? Well, we don't agree with that, because just the fact that you took him out of Guantanamo should have been enough, but you decided to give him $10.5 million, which was our money from our income tax of revenue, okay? That's what our money. And you keep sending money elsewhere, like for the Muslim woman in Syria or whatsoever. And you keep sending money all the time to Muslim countries. Is that good? Is that maybe you're trying to open a road to you for just in case that you don't get re-elected? You're going to go to the Muslim because you had sent a lot of money there, you know, and they're going to treat you as a prince or a king or whatever. I don't know, but you know, Mr. Trudeau, you had done very bad. Same thing as your father when he was in, at your place. All liberal that follow Mr. Pierre Trudeau did the same fucking shit. Mr. Jean Chrétien, the crooked mouth, okay? He did the exact same thing that Mr. Pierre Trudeau. And after that, all liberals did the same fucking shit. And then it was Mr. Harper with the Conservatives. He did a lot of bad things on us veterans. And then after that, it was Mr. Justin Trudeau who did the exact same thing, you know. Instead of sending all those fucking money elsewhere, you should have had enough money for all the veterans that are requesting more money and more services than we do, okay? Mr. Trudeau, well, you're a real jerk and you're a real pain in the ass, okay? I'm just hoping that you won't be revoted at the next election, because you do not deserve it. I am a veteran. I am proud to be a veteran, but I'm not proud to have served in the Canadian Armed Forces for what they have done to me, okay? I have explained what they have done to me in a lot of video before, and I will not re-explain it again, because you will basically be tired of hearing it. And you know, I'm sure that one of the day you will come back to my case and you will say, oh, we did wrong, but it's going to be too late. Prime Minister Trudeau, Mr. Sajjan, it will be too late at that time, because I've asked you to revise my case and you didn't even want to reopen my case, because you thought that my case was closed. But my case was not closed, because I did not agree for my file to be closed. You did only, Mr. Sajjan. Not because you said that my case was closed, that my case was closed. I'm very sorry, but it does not work that way here in Canada. And we all have the word wide open here in Canada, and we're pretending to say that we were all right. But the thing is, we were really all right at that time. You, Mr. Sajjan, you were wrong, and you knew you were wrong, okay? Well, I will not apologize DND for what they have done to me. I'm very sorry. It's up to them to apologize to me for what they have done to me, and they should be able to give me more compensation for what they have done. Okay, thank you so much for regarding this video.